All right, so this video is by no means an aesthetically pleasing video. We just had a wonderful week. My in-laws were here. It was fantastic. We had so much fun. My kids got to play with their other set of grandparents. We spent a lot of times at night playing cards, so work getting done was absolute minimal because we wanted to spend as much time as possible with them. And as you can see, I have chopped the hair off. I don't know if I like it or not yet, but it was a lot. It was getting heavy. It was getting hot. It was getting really tedious to style. So I just chopped it off. I might be regretting that, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll check in on you later. But I wanted to come on here and just say, yes, I finished the edits, the places where I know I need to cut before my in-laws got here. And also before they got here, I also have data for Project Pen Name. So Project Pen Name, I wasn't expecting to start until like after they got here, but I got hit with like an inspiration bug, and I just took off one day and realized the story is too fresh. It's too at the forefront of my mind. I need to just get it out there and test it and just see what I do. So it's not completed, but it's exciting to see the numbers. So Project Pen Name is a contemporary Christian romance set in the Cotswolds, England. I'm personally, the last year and a half, been a little bit obsessed with the Cotswolds and watching vloggers and YouTubers and influencers from there. It's like my little hyper focus right now. And I just love the aesthetics. I love the slow living. I love the farm to fresh table aspect of it. And I just love the country equestrian type living. And this little world just grew into my brain, and now it is majority on paper and plotted. So I write my zero drafts now. I don't really write them. I voice note them. So I will record for 20 to 30 minutes at a time. That is my sprint. And I will just record. And I started on March 4th. The first 30-minute sprint that I did was coming back from my mother's house from dropping the kids off. Now, again, everything is hands-free. We're being safe, y'all. We're being safe. And I can say that that first set, 4,904 words. Going back to pick up my kids was 4,368 words. March 5th, so day 2, I did 1, 2, 3 sprints. And now when I use the voice note, I have to transcribe that memo or that voice recording into, I have to transcribe it, and then I have to like copy paste it from like Facebook Messenger or email to my Word doc. And I was doing it through Facebook Messenger, and somewhere I like doubled up on a copy paste because I have my Mac and everything set to like night mode, so it's dark, so I have to like highlight it, and I have to basically make it so that I can see the what do you call it, the type, like the actual words. And I accidentally double pasted something, so my word count got messed up. But after the third sprint, I got it fixed. So I went from 9,272 words on the first day to 17,763. Now, throughout this day, I was doing mini chunks, more so than 30, because I had to kind of split it up. But the ideas were coming so fast and furious to keep going, to continue with this plot, that I just had to keep going. I did 5 writing sprints for a total of 19,047 words. That was day 2. That was day, because I punched myself in the face. That was day 2. So the third day, the 6th, I did 3 writing sprints, and I went from 19,047 to 26,232. I didn't write on the 7th. I wrote on the 8th. I got to only 1 sprint that day, and I got to 30,874. On the 10th, I didn't write on the 9th. I did 3 sprints, and I got from that 30,000 to 41,880. On the 11th, I did 2 sprints, and I got to 48,824. And on the 12th, I did 1 sprint, and I got to 52,813. Tomorrow, when I take my kids to and from my mom's house, I will most likely be able to finish this book. I have 3 chapters left in my outline, and I know exactly where I need to go. So I did 7 days of voice noting a week. Got me 52,813 words. The average voice note length was about 18 to 22 minutes, but I did like multiples, or if I had like a 22-minute like voice memo, I would just move on to the next chapter and just go to my timer went off at 30 minutes. So it stayed in like a flow for the script. And the average length of those long sprints was between 3,800 and 4,100 words. 30 minutes voice noting that many words. So tomorrow will be my 8th day. You can hear my son, he's playing with his monster trucks up in his room. And tomorrow will be like probably the last 2 voice notes that I do. I'll get 3 chapters done and completed. And then I will be able to go back in and organize all of this memoed in words and format them properly. Now there will be words taken out. There will probably be a good 5,000 to 7,000 words completely taken out, because obviously when you voice note, you restart a sentence, you stutter. I do when I'm trying to think of a word. I'll be like, and then she, and then I'll continue, or I'll repeat a phrase to kind of, because you're speaking out loud. It's kind of like talking to yourself, which I'm very good at. And there will be words taken out. And then obviously I have places where I have notated parentheses. You need to research how long it takes her to get from London train station to the Cotswolds, and parentheses. So I have plenty of notes. I have notes where it's like, you need to describe this better, or you need to go into detail about what she sees on her train trip to the Cotswolds. You need to describe what she sees in the village, like what the village looks like. So there's a lot of words to be taken out, because this is a 0 draft. This is not a perfect whatsoever draft, and it needs to be better formatted, so to speak. Like right now it just looks like a voice memo that I have transcribed and copy pasted into Word. There is no like quotation marks where there should be. Sometimes there are, sometimes they're not. But for the most part, it's pretty rough, and I have to go through and fix it. But we are on the right track. Project Pen Name is proving to be very fortuitous. It is proving to be a preferred method of 0 drafting, which I'm very excited about. And I hope to give you guys a longer, better structured video here next week. We're going to be talking about Q2 goals, Q2 planning, the ADHD series that I have been working on and trying to do. Let me just give you a heads up. I do not like running off of a teleprompter, and with ADHD and with this longer, chunkier type videos, I find it very hard to kind of talk like this, where it's me and I'm natural. But when I know that I have good information and I need to have my thoughts ordered, I script my videos. I have scripted videos before. I will script videos again. The thing about ADHD is that I have a lot of thoughts on it. I have a lot of thoughts on ADHD as a writer, as a mother, as a person. And my thoughts can get very disjointed. I can go on side quests. I can go on rants. And if I don't have a roadmap in front of me, keeping the bullet points about what I want to speak on and stay on topic of. But what I'm finding is I'm having a very hard time reading off the teleprompter and not going into my like narrator voice and just narrating it to you. So I want to continue the series. I need to have an outline roadmap to keep me on target to where I want to, what I want to talk about in that specific video. But right now that format it's not working for me. So I will keep you updated. Like I said, I'm not going to quit it. I'm going to continue to do it, but I am trying to figure out a way to utilize the teleprompter as a tool instead of like a crutch, because I'm a narrator. So I read scripts for a living. I read books for a living. So I just get sucked into the narration. And when you're behind a screen and you're just using your voice, like that's okay, because you can still convey the emotion and the intent with your voice. It's acting. When you're trying to do it, say on here, on like a platform where you can see my face, and I have a very severe face. I will be the first to admit I have resting bee face to the nth degree. I will be the happiest person at a gathering or a get together, and I'll be so happy, and I'll just be watching my kids open presents at Christmas, and I'm just so full of joy and happiness and warmth. And my husband will be like, "Are you okay?" And my face is very like just very resting, severe bee face. And I'm working on that, but it's been interesting to get back into the YouTube groove. A lot of my other older videos, a lot of videos like my haunted series of England was scripted, but for some reason, just getting back into the flow after years of being out of it I find it very hard for me. I feel very disjointed, and I'm trying to make that connection. So never fear. The ADHD series will continue. I just need to be comfortable with the new technology that I'm using, aka a teleprompter, which is, I know a lot of people are using teleprompters nowadays, whether on their phone or they have a teleprompter. It's an interesting tool to work with. My husband's great at it because he's done like commercials and industrials and, industry stuff for years. So he's super comfortable using a teleprompter. Me, I'm a narrator by trade, and so I go in for the read and I get really into the script or the bullet points, and I forget that, people can see my face, people can see me, and I have to remember to not look like I am so dissatisfied with life. So I'm gonna work on that. But Project Pen Name is going great. I'm going to reorganize my desk. We've put together a lot of the house since the family has headed back home today. And yeah, this video probably won't go up by 3 p.m. on Wednesday, but it will go up on Wednesday. So sorry for being late, but you are getting like super vlog Kylie right now. Kids are on quiet time and nap, and yeah. I snuck in some time. So we'll speak again next week. God bless, and don't stress.